like, which is the thumbs up, and that'll let us know we kicking our stuff. Tonight we on the edge with BJ APB, and we finna send it. So we've been kicking the story about the first time in juvenile hall, camp, YA, county jail, wayside, and now we finna enter the penitentiary for BJ first experience to go along with the whole segment of this thing. BJ, we on the air with it. Malcolm, what it do?
All the time. First of all, I want to say peace and blessings to everybody, and thank y'all for listening. And I hope that everybody gained a little knowledge out of this here segment. And before I begin, if I offend anybody, I apologize. That's on me. But my intention is not to offend anybody. I'm just explaining the history. Well, the first thing about catching the chain to the penitentiary was it's probably different from people that don't really have no time. But when you get that life sentence, it's like you don't really pay it no mind until the day they call you for the chain. Because I remember the day they called me for the chain, it was like, being called for your own funeral. Because, as soon as they called me, the first thing I did was I got up, hit up on the wall in the cell, ARP, BJ, and put the...
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I put the day up there that I went to the pen. And the homies asked me, like, man, why you write something like that on there? I told them, I wrote it because it's over with, got a life sentence. I ain't even finna see y'all no more unless it's on some pictures or y'all come to the pen. Other than that, it's over with. I ain't finna see the hood no more. I ain't finna see the county jail no more, y'all no more. It's over with. And, that's the mind frame I was in. I knew that, when I left there, it was a possibility I was going to never get out again. So, with that in mind, going downstairs and have to wait 4 or 5 hours in the holding tank, sitting around, and sometimes you got to stand up because you done lost your seat when you're going to take a leak. So you just walking around, and when the bus finally comes and you get on the bus, you face the unknown because in your mindset, you know that you got all this time, you're going to the level 4. You heard so much about the level 4. The only thing on your mind now is if you get in trouble, you're going to mess around and have to take a life or lose your life over some foolishness. So with that on your head, it's heavy on your brain, and you're also excited about where you're going. And once you get there, all the level 4s look like castles. So when you get there, just the quietness makes how your eeriness, how you wonder what's going on. And then when they start handcuffing you going everywhere, you really think something high power is really, really going on. Just the way they conduct their business.
Can you tell us how they, not to cut you off, how do they cuff you going on that ride?
Well, going on that ride, they'll cuff you like with somebody, or if you're not sitting next to nobody, they'll cuff you by yourself, and they'll cuff you like, put the handcuffs on your wrist to the front, and then they'll wrap the chain around your waist and wrap it all through the handcuffs and pull them tight. That way they be stuck to your waist.
Do your feet be loose, or do they cuff your feet?
They cuff your feet sometimes. Most of the time they do. If you with somebody, they gonna cuff both y'all ankle to ankle. That way y'all gotta move in unison. But if you're by yourself, they gonna cuff both your legs up, all tight.
Right. Okay, yeah, man. Sorry to interrupt you. I just wanted to give people a visual of that.
all the time. Yeah, and like once you get there, you get strip search, get butt naked, they make you squat and cough, put your clothes back on you, put on whatever clothes they give you to fit you. Sometimes it's just a paper jumpsuit where any little movement to tear up on you. And then even more eerie is sometimes they wait till the middle of the night, almost 12 o'clock, to move you to the cell. And when they walk you across that yard late night, going to a building, while you see in the yard, you don't see no shoes out there, no clothes left behind or nothing. It makes you wonder, like, man, you know what's going on in this yard? When the last time somebody played out here that it just ain't nothing out here. Ain't no type of evidence that any type of activity been going on out there. And once you get in the building, they give you like a horse blanket. Then they give you sometimes you get a pillow to be in the cell and sometimes it won't. They give you 3 pair of underwear, 3 pair of socks, 3 t-shirts, 2 pair of pants, 2 blue shirts. And then they give you some shoes either that night or the next day, and you might have some old school state chucks, or you're going to have some boots.
Man. So what you are so now once you hit there in that type of situation, are you looking for the next homie or somebody that you got some in similarity common with when this is going down?
Well, first, when you get there that night, you don't really see nobody. Like, you'll see people on the doors, everybody in the doors looking at you, but you won't know. Then the next day, you get to waiting on like a porter or somebody to come out so they can tell you what's going on and who is who and where to go when the doors open to find people that you're looking for that you have common interests with.
I'm saying, like, are you looking for homies or in the same boat as you, kind of like, you know, the comfort, the ease, the pain and stuff like that?
Right. You're looking for somebody that had the same common interests as you so they could you can have somebody to talk to and learn what's going on around there.
Right. Are you worrying about a visit at that time? Are you worrying about this or that? What's going on in
This
your
call
mind
and
at
your
that
telephone
time?
number will be monitored and recorded.
Still keeping communication with the street life.
Well, most people, like, if you got a girl, most people worry about a visit, depending on where they send you. If they send you somewhere to, like, Pelican Bay or High Desert, you already know you're not going to get a visit unless you just got a die-hard thoroughbred that you didn't even know you had, and she just start come busting open the door every weekend. Other than that, them 2 prisons right there, you're not going to get a visit at. So them out the door if you go to them prisons.
Right. So when you hitting that, are you figuring it's finna be a lot of static up here? The Crips is tripping up here. What's going through your mind just hitting this and not even 30 days into that, homie?
Well, for one, you're trying to get a feel of the yard and you're trying to learn what's going on the yard. Because, like, the level 4 is different from, like, all the other levels. You know, the level 4, you can't just walk up on people, can't walk in different areas and stuff like that. And when you learn that, it kind of helps you navigate a little easier. But when you first get there, seeing how everybody tensed up, if you start coming their way, you like, damn, what's really going on here? But that's just how it is. Everybody's on high alert at all times.
Hey, man. So with that, how did your family take that, man, at the beginning? For these youngsters can feel that, yeah.
To be honest with you, they took it hard. You know, they took it real hard because, you know, they used to me going to jail, and everybody used to go into jail for some type of thing or one or another, traffic ticket or something. But for me to be the first person in my family to get a life sentence, that was kind of like hard on them. And it was kind of hard on me because each morning you wake up and you can't really believe that really happened to you. You're thinking like, you know, they gonna call you back in 5 years and tell you they apologize and let you go home. No, that don't happen. And you don't realize it until you hear every other lifer story. Every time you run into somebody that got life, everybody got the same get down when they first come. They don't want the yard to go down till they get their stove. You know, can somebody talk to them dudes about fighting? We want our store. You know, then you got people that they come and go straight to the law library. You got some that go straight and grab a Bible, all types of things that life sends to drive you up the wall, man.
Hey, somebody said when I hit Pelican Bay, they told me people don't come. Baby Monster. It was too far up there, huh?
Yeah, Pelican Bay looked like what they call it when we was going up there. Hayward Pines.
Right.
That's where Jason stayed at in the movies.
Right.
It looked just like that, like the little community around there looked just like that country.
Hey, that's this Black Superman, that's this Wednesday, huh? I'm gonna try to pop up there, homie. Dre Woods, I ain't forgotten, homie. James Cash, what's up, loved one? Malcolm McCoy, what it do? Mike Bailey, G-Rock, GD Network, Righteous One. Michael Corey, one love, man. Said that's horrible, man. Do you still have a chance of freedom, BJ?
Yeah, I got a chance at freedom. I just had to change how I was moving. You know, at first I was moving like every situation had something to do with me. Even though it didn't have nothing to do with me, I just involved myself in it because I felt that sometimes you feel like if something got to be done, it got to be done right. So sometimes when you feel you that guy to help it get done, you involve yourself in situations that at that time you don't feel it gonna cost you, but when they started changing these laws, a lot of stuff I got in it cost me my day.
Right. Do you have remorse? You know, because I know a lot of people, they'll say, oh man, they be on there popping that junk or popping old history, but we keep it, you know, it's all therapeutic and educational when we come on here and serve it, homie. You know, it might sound harsh, but then, you know, we try to punchline it with that's reality. Do you have remorse, homie?
You have 60 seconds remaining.
For the old BJ. Okay. All right, I got you.
I'll tell you when to come back.
All right. Yeah, man, you know, because, you know, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, even homies that's banged, that's cripping or blood or whatever, that catch some of our channels, you know, some dudes, you know, be kind of fed up and didn't had enough. And we be talking about changes, positive or what could come new, or do we regret or have remorse for some of this stuff, homie? So, you know, and that's what life is about, man, is, I guess, remorse on some of the things, man, especially in some of the cases like dudes in a BJ status, homie. Hey, Black Superman, I'ma ask them. Say, good, God be the glory, come home, and don't look back, bro. I can tell you solid, OG. Yeah, man. Because sometimes, you know, a lot of people, but I be like, you know, we got to encourage each other. You know, if it's homies, that's, whether if they blood and crippin', Hispanic or whatever, and we got positive things we can bring to different people's platform, homie. We gotta do that, homie, and share this, homie. You know what I'm saying? BJ.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, man, I was saying, you know, I was saying in this lifestyle, you know, we did a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, as we mature, we want things to change for us, or we want passion towards us, homie.
Right.
I want to know, do you have remorse for the old BJ, for the old lifestyle? Because even though we, like I say, we kick it, we talk a lot of junk on here, but we try to make it educational. You know what I'm saying? When we serve it, we try to make it educational. We get to the point, but we try to make it educational. Could you tell me some remorse that you feel for your actions, dog?
Well, most of it comes towards my case. Because of my case, I took a life. And I took a life being reckless. And while I was being reckless, when I pulled the trigger that day, I ended up killing the majority of my family and friends as well. And I say that because they suffered as well as the victim and his family has suffered from my actions. And when I came to jail, a lot of people, started dying off of cancer, heart disease. Some people died of a broken heart. All types of things happened. Some people got killed. But all that happened, and I lost everybody in one whop. Like right now, if I was to come home, I don't have it like some people got. Some people got mom, pop, and all that they can go to when they get out. I don't have that to go to. When I come home, it's like starting fresh. I got a family I can go to now, but I'm still starting fresh.
Right. And I don't want to get too deep, but I just want to ask you, homie, because this is some of the things that they possibly would ask dudes in your situation in rehabilitation to get back in society, homie. If you could say anything to dude peoples and families, homie, at this point in time, what could you say, homie, in just a few words, homie? Because everybody still feel, we could feel our way about something, but we got to be also open to the next person, homie, and possibly got to serve them words that try to bring justice to an understanding, homie. What would you say to somebody else, people, homie?
Well, I would tell them, like my victim's family, I would tell them first and foremost that I apologize and I'm truly sorry for the life that I took away from them. I took a person away from them that he didn't get to see his kids go to high school or graduate or see them off to college, And even though I didn't get to see mine go off either, I still got a chance at seeing somebody again go to college. He don't. So that's one of the remorseful things that I had in my life and always was on my mind. And the other thing is, I felt remorseful that I hurt his mother because, his mother, that probably was her only child, and she probably was close to her child. And then by me taking her child, that probably caused her to, fall ill and die. So, all that stuff is something that, I had to think about all these years.
Right. And I respect that, dog, because some of us don't like to take responsibility for some of our wrongness, homie, whether if it come to the light or stay in the dark.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Personal responsibility, homie, and I respect that, dog, because on the real, I respect that, homie, on everything, dog.
Right.
Malcolm,
that's one of the first.
Malcolm McCord, not to cut you off, BJ, somebody said respect as well.
All the time. Yeah, but for me, one of the things I had to do as a man was I had to learn to take responsibility for my own actions, and I had to also take responsibility for the hardship that goes on in my life. Because a lot of my pain is self-inflicted. It's not caused by nobody else. I could blame other people, but that's not going to be telling the truth. The truth is I inflict pain on myself because I'm ashamed of the actions that I took in life. You know, the road that I took and the things that I didn't know that I know now. Sometimes it angers you that at a certain age your brain hasn't developed and caught on to the things it need to catch on to.
Hey, you know what I was tripping off of, man? Not to kind of like switch it, but it's all in the same thing. And I look at it like, you know, sometimes a lot of the homies, they go do a lot of time, you know, from the 90s on up to now, they come home and you know, one is rehabilitated, one is reformed, but it's always something that's tribal, it seems like, in certain individuals that they want to be able to come home sometime and come back to the community and let everybody know I made it, homie. Just say you come home, how would you let everybody know you made it, or how would you some way swivel to stick your flag back somewhere inside the turf, like an army will kind of like gain some ground and stick the flag in the ground for territory and let them know we're here, we came back and we made our mark. How would you make your mark if you decided to come back down to your community area, dog? Like, you know, how would you go about that? You know, what value can you bring to the community after all this time, homie? What would you do?
If I came back to the community right now and I had like the financial support to help me and where I can help others, I will focus on the kids in our community that's coming up, you know, because a lot of the kids don't know that they have an opportunity because they're not being taught at an early age that you have a choice. And when you don't know you have a choice, sometimes you follow whatever's in front of you that looks good for you, but it's not really good for you. It's really taboo.
Right. So you would just basically come back and do something good for your community if you decided to come back and reside inside the area of Los Angeles, California.
Exactly. I would do things like, you know, in our park, I would, there's certain spots up there that's like vacant. You know, they just there. I would turn that spot into like a weight room. You know what I mean? Put some weights up in there. That way, kids that be up there playing sports, they could go to the weight room and buff up a little bit, work on their weaknesses. And it also will keep them out of trouble on a daily basis if they always up there working out.
Right. Hey, I got another good one for you, dog. You touch down, and just speaking hypothetically, you touch down. West Adams, what it do, homie? You touch down, homie, and we speaking hypothetically, couple dudes we know or something, man, get shot up real bad, homie. Would you have an itch to get involved, or have your mind matured and yourself matured enough to step back and say, hey, man, that's their thing. They been doing that all this time I've been gone, homie. I can't bring no more value to that. Would you be accepted to just war on the streets amongst dudes you know? Would you be accepted to just be still being at the house, cleaning up, straightening up, hanging out with your family, and letting the streets be the streets? Or would you feel like you want to have some type of endorsement in something, homie?
Well, you know, the mindset of the lifestyle you live for so long, you're going to always have an itch to do something, especially if it comes down to somebody you was just kicking it with last night, or 2 or 3 minutes ago. You know what I mean? Them type of situations make you feel some type of way.
Right.
The difference between then and now is now you know the consequences of your actions. You know better. You know that if you come up off that porch at the age you are and try to carry yourself like a 16-year-old, 9 times out of 10, not only is you going to get caught, but you also going to leave your kids that's probably dependent on you.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
You're going to leave your kids that's probably dependent on you to feed them.
Right. And I got another one for you, man. So you hit us with, if you came home, you'll do something value for the kids in the community. Then you said if you come home, you'll be able to, accept what's going on in the streets and all that. How would your living arrangement be, homie? Would you step back a little bit up out the way, or would you come down to the city life, homie? Because I know sometimes a lot of dudes kind of got a tendency to, move out the way, to kind of stay out the way. How would you do yours?
Me, I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to move away because if I'm living in any range where I could jump in the car and go to the hood, 9 times out of 10, I would do it. So in order for me to fight that addiction, best way to get away from that addiction is the same way you do drugs. Don't hang with people that do them, and that way it won't be enticing to you. And that's the same thing with that neighborhood. If you move far away enough, you won't be enticed to jump up and go around the corner.
Hey, somebody said, the homie said, ask BJ, is he in contact with Ruel?
Not really, but he got a social media page where you can contact him, and his representative will keep y'all in contact.
Somebody else, the homie Black Superman, said, do BJ remember Bo Blood from Tracy in 90 or 94?
He said who?
Bo.
I don't remember a Bo, but I remember
Bo
Joe Blood.
Yeah.
From Fruitown.
That's probably what he meant, yeah. Probably was a misspell, yeah.
Yeah, I remember old Joe Blood. He was a solid crazy homie.
Yeah. BJ. So do you think?
Hey.
Yeah. So, if you went to the board and the board got at you and said, "Hey, can we trust you? Can we trust you to go back in society and make a change?" What would you tell them, homie?
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Hey, let me read this to you real quick. It says, it's up to the hood to understand BJ has already done his time for the hood. No need for him to bust his gun no more. And if the hood doesn't respect that and keep him away, then that's the problem. And Black Superman said, yeah, from Scottsdale, Peru. Yeah, homie, I would say the same thing, homie. I'll let you hit back and chime in real quick before we close it out, homie.
All right.
Yeah, Malcolm McCory, yeah, that's deep right there. Back in the days when I was young, we'd look at a homie do if he did 10, 15, 16, 17, 18 years or whatever, we would expect in our younger youth, immature time, for the homie to do all that time and hit the turf. We felt like that was G shit and not ye shit, that a nigga can pull that off, homie, and come back honorable and hit the turf and never miss and be like he never missed a beat, homie. But now in our mature mind state, I'm with you on shit, man. The homie already went down for the most hell of a thing that we thought one can go down for in our turf, whether if it was a blood that did his thing or, Crip that did his thing, homie. These are the unthinkables that we do, homie. And kind of once you meet your match on that, homie, and have to stand in front of them peoples and get juried on like that, homie. You don't really owe the turf nothing, homie. You know what I'm saying? But to live your life, homie, after the smoke clear. On the real, homie, monster to all the good homies.
Thank you for using Global Tail Link.
BJ.
Yeah.
Say, I used to have the same I'ma get rich and still live in a hood mentality. That's not the way. That's going backwards. Yeah, I was just saying what the homie was saying about you didn't already, once a homie kind of like meet them high criterias of this hood life, of the unthinkables, of our mind just snapping in the crime of passion of something we felt like we supposed to die for or give it all up for and go to the extents for. I'm with the homie, dog. It's like once you meet, and sometimes we hard-headed, but we really be needing to understand once we meet our matches with some things, homie, we just outgrow the system or outgrow some of the people we around because they never functioned like you. They never got down like this. So we gotta leave people in their past sometime, homie. And leave things in their past, homie.
Right. Then you got to look at it as when you're in prison, you sitting still. You wearing the same clothes. You're not really upgrading to better shoes or nothing, because they only let you have certain kind of shoes. But on the streets, life is constantly evolving. So when you see somebody that you know personally and hung with all this time later, 30 years later, and that person still hasn't became an owner of a house, that person still stealing miles, that person still chasing young hood rats, you know what I mean? Why you want to come home and that's somebody you want to hang out with every day?
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I'm not saying that ain't the homie. I'm just saying that type of person that's unproductive in life is going to drag me down. Because I'm going to come home and hang with him all the time. The next thing you know, I'm doing the same thing he's doing.
Right.
It's in the way.
The homie Sean Watson said, BJ, hope you get to be home soon. Praying for you, big man.
All the time. Good looking out. That's much love, bro. I appreciate that.
Hey, BJ, and I appreciate you sharing, your experience, homie, from juvenile hall to Camp Y all the way to the pen. And then we gonna do another thing separate from this, but I appreciate you even serving us with just keeping us enlightened on your case, homie, on the mistake of your case, man. And I ain't gonna lie, it scares me straight to always stay thinking, homie. Because I got a good homie like you and certain other good homies that constantly let me know not to make these certain mistakes or to keep thinking, homie. Not just for yourself, but think for others, because others will put you in the trick bag, the fail out here, homie, if you're not thinking equivalently enough. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that, homie, on everything. And the youngsters, I know them listening to it, homie, should touch their hearts, homie, because like you said, not only if you do something like that, not only do you take down somebody else, but you take down everything you got that could support you. You know, after time you lose everybody, homie. You know, like you said, some people go of broken hearts and, you know, being sad and stuff like that. Somebody
For
said,
real.
Anthony Brown said this shit so watered down out here. It's a crying shame, blood. Shit not the same on Barson, on everything, homie. Much love from your childhood homie, Midget.
All the time.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it is watered down, homie, you know, and it's like that's what made me kind of like step back and see that I had to take a different approach on life, homie, because we get to banging with a different generation, and then a lot of us, we don't even got nothing in common with these young dudes. You know, even though at some of these little parties and gatherings you would go, and it just, you know, it don't even, you know, it ain't even none of us really, so it don't really seem so fun. Or they don't do the things we used to do at parties. You don't really catch a lot of dancing and stuff like that. You know, homies dancing with females, or females reluctant or allowing the homies to dance. Like some females, you get up on them dancing, they get to tripping, but it's like you banging the P or the beat, ripping our blood, and niggas can't have it their way on the dance floor with you. Like, why did you come into this, homie? So yeah, this stuff is crazy, homie, from the younger generation homies and to the younger generation homegirls. Not all of them. And that's what me and BJ was talking about earlier. Like, it's different than coming into a neighborhood or being born into your neighborhood. You know, it's a different type of tradition you hold and loyalty you hold for this, huh? Remember we was talking about that, BJ?
Yep. Yeah, for sure. I remember that.
Hey, dummy dog, what's up with you? Hey, man, you already know, homie. We still gotta hook up. Yeah, mentally dead, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. So we gotta learn from all that, man. And like I said, I stay learning from the homies, man. Homies that's still down and homies that's coming home. And yeah, it's hard though. Like you said, it's hard, homie. But I guess once you get into the program of that and seeing, you know, dudes can handle themselves, or you know, because it's still gonna always be somebody out here that help the circus stay performing. You know what I'm saying, BJ?
For real though.
You know, motherfucker act might not be as hell of as yours, but somebody still gonna keep the circus performing though. You know, that's what I learned, you know.
Yeah, one monkey don't stop no show, that's for sure.
Right, right. Yeah, BJ, I remember you was telling me something about a Instagram you got kicking up, and you finna start trying to put small clippings and little segments and quick stories on there, man. Can you tell people your Instagram so they could be on the aware and be on the lookout?
Yeah. Basically, all of y'all that's trying to keep in contact or wanting to holler at me or whatever, or wanting to see the progress in what we trying to do, y'all can always reach me at Instagram on the edge with DJ. That's the name of the page, and you know, hit me up. Hit me up anytime on anything. Y'all got anything, any topics y'all want to discuss that we can't discuss on the air, you know, get with me and we could go from there and make it a subject.
Right. Somebody said they gonna tap in over there right now, man. I'm gonna definitely go over there because I'm gonna set the 89 on up is personal Instagram, man. For that can work, and try to get on board with you with that, man. The homie says surrounded by people who think like me. Yeah, that's basically how you gotta do it, man. You gotta surround yourself with people that's thinking like you. And one always gotta remember, homie, and I had to remember this always. Your life is your life, homie. And when you out here banging in the field, that's like going through the hood, homie. You know, I'm not finna tell everybody, oh, I'm coming to the hood. Nigga, that ain't my job to tell everybody I'm coming to the hood. If I come through the hood, I'm popping through, I'm coming through, I'm sliding through, you know, because your life is your life, homie. You billboard your presence, you billboard your locations and all that, homie. You subject to anything, homie. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to remember, you got to move accordingly to what's been helping you survive out here, homie, you know, and what's worked for you. So that's kind of how I move, you know, what works for me, homie, because it's only me at the end of the day, homie. It's the
Real though.
page, yeah, it's the page up and running, BJ.
Yeah, it's up and running now. So, you know, it ain't no picture up yet. I haven't put a picture up yet, but it'll be one up soon.
Okay, yeah, man. We're gonna be expecting that picture to be up there so we can know it's you and it ain't nobody frauding like they on the edge with BJ APB, homie, cause you be having a lot of that out here, man. Yeah, on the edge with
All the time.
he say on the edge up with BJ.
They just say on the edge with BJ.
On the edge with BJ. Yeah, man, you gonna go.
On the D is two E's.
Okay, on the D is two E's. THEE.
Right.
BJ, you want to close us on out, man? We appreciate everybody that tapped in with us tonight, man. On BJ experience
Yeah,
going
man,
to the pen.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Baltimore. Shout out to New York. Shout out to Virginia. Shout out to the Midwest. You know, to Texas. All the homies, the homegirls, everybody that tuned in, everybody that been supporting us. Thank y'all for supporting us, and appreciate y'all. And we always gonna keep y'all in y'all prayers. And hopefully this segment kept everybody safe tonight. And y'all take care of yourself, man. And have a happy holidays, man. And peace and blessings.
We out, man. And salute to everybody that tapped in, man. And we gonna try to follow up with some tomorrow. Stay following up, man, and push everybody through the week, man. And much respect all the time, man. And one of the homies that got at me too, man. We're gonna try to get one of the homies on here from 20s, man. So yeah, I'm working on stuff, man. Just, you know, I'm working and trying to, you know, line everything up. But BJ helping me line things up, man. We got a couple Crip dudes that in jail did a lot of time that, you know, they story gonna be told. And we got some homies and couple homegirls, man. So just, you know, just work with us, man. We trying to line everything up for the new year. And hopefully I can get some extra help with doing some editing, bringing some extra graphic features like I see everybody doing, and making some extra pictures come to life on here, man. So it's a whole lot of work coming through for the new year, man. Just stay tapped in. Good to know, BJ and 89. Take care, man. Yeah, much love, man. Sean watching on everything. Keep grinding and stay solid. Yeah, man, do you still got the same number, loved one? I think I tried to hit it, but I didn't get no response from you. You can hire someone for that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find somebody, homie, on everything. Yeah, because I see how people doing it, man. I want to bring some extra life to it, man. But salute, man, and everybody stay down. And yeah, we gonna send some. Yeah, go ahead, BJ.
And those that want to hear from us, y'all send y'all numbers, and I can holler at you personally. That way we can talk about certain things. Like y'all said, sometimes y'all be asking questions that I can't answer in the air, but I could talk to you one-on-one and give you the answers you're looking for.
Yeah, that's solid right there, BJ. They should appreciate that one-on-one that you willing to serve out, man. And in the same token, man, what's the Cash App again, man? Because I know it's the holiday, and I know a couple people they gonna try to run something, you know, rather if it be small, man. You know, I'm up against it right now, so whatever I can share, I'm gonna share it with you. Could you send that Cash App out there one more time for us?
All the time, the Cash App is $ on the edge. A capital O, lowercase n, capital T, lowercase h, double E, capital E, lowercase d, G-E, on the edge.
On the
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Hey, BJ, before it close out, man.
You see a picture of it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a picture of you, right?
Right.
Hey, and before we close out, man, cook us up one of them good action-packed stories if you can, man. One of them good old history stories, man, if you can, man, with some action sometime this week, man. Get us going, man. We appreciate that.
For sure, man. I got you.
Man, one love, homie, and I'll tap in with you, man. We finna close out.
All the time. I love y'all and love you too, bro. Thank you.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Much appreciated.
All the time.